Storm.
Welcome back to Peace Storm. We're playing Phoenix Wright Justice for All, and when we last left off, everybody was lying. So now, we seek truth.
Nick?
What is it?
I've got a confession to make. I'm terrible at figuring out magic tricks.
Magic tricks?
Yep, magic tricks are by their very definition tricks, right? But I can never figure out the tricks when I see them.
That's because the tricks are performed by pros. They do it so you can't guess the trick.
But the trick Pearlie showed me was incredible.
Pearls did a magic trick? What kind of trick was it?
Let's see, it looked like she pulled the end of her own thumb off. First she put her right thumb next to her left hand, and then it just separated. She could move it up and down and everything. It was incredible.
Really? Was it kind of like this?
What? Wow, how'd you do that? Nick, you're a real magician. See, this is why I can't just figure out magic. I'm no good at it. Especially hard tricks like flying away from the scene of a murder.
You'll take all the fun out of magic if you keep trying to figure it out. Alright. Back to the circus.
You hear that? Sounds like two people arguing.
Alright, let's do it. Are you ready?
Yes. Wait.
Quit your whining. Let's just give this a shot already. Alright, let's go.
Row, row, row your boat.
Row, row, row your boat. What are you doing? Gently down the stream. Come on, you know that.
I'm trying my best, but Trillo, this just isn't going to work.
Do you enjoy saying dumb things? You're gonna have to be on your own someday. If you can't handle something as simple as this, what are you gonna do then?
Hello, Ben. Hello to you too, Trillo.
What are you doing here? Can't you see we're on a secret crash training course?
I'm sorry.
Secret crash training? Whoa. Yes, Trillo wouldn't give up until I said we'd try out his idea for a new routine. So, we were trying to sing around for our new ventriloquism act.
And a round? You can really do that? That's incredible.
See? Even they're surprised by the idea. I told you.
They're not the only ones. You even surprised me with your idea.
Once we've got a grip on the basics, then it's just a matter of practice.
You think so?
Oh, I almost forgot. I wanted to give this back to you.
Ah, there it is! Now that I've got this ring back, it's time to take one more shot at Regina.
I know that you already testified in court today.
You want to talk about what we saw, right?
Yes.
Well, at first we thought it was the old man. Just looking at his walk and how he acted, right, Ben?
Huh? Oh yeah, that's right.
But then we said hello and didn't even get a reply. Not to mention he was draped in those gaudy symbols.
What would you have thought if he wasn't wearing those symbols?
What do you think, Ben?
What? Oh, I would have thought it was the ringmaster. Something just isn't adding up here. I wonder who they really saw.
I was hoping I could ask you about Regina.
I'm completely serious about her. That's why I'm waiting for her even now.
Really? That's so sweet. But if you really wanted to see Regina, shouldn't you check out the tent?
Ha! You haven't got a clue about things, do you, sweetheart?
Huh?
Waiting like this is part of being in love.
How so?
If you had a clue, you would know that waiting is such sweet, wonderful torture. When your body aches for your partner's love, that's one of the best parts.
Yeah. I knew that.
Poor Maya. She's so red she looks like a vine-ripe tomato.
So, how's this new routine working out?
Will you two just take a chill pill already? Our routines are secret. We're going to take the ventriloquism world by storm. It'll be a real revolution.
That sounds incredible.
But let me make one thing clear. We're not going to take on the world just because that jerk said we should.
That jerk?
Max Galactica. Performer shitting for the world. Who does he think he is?
Trillo, you seem to really be fired up about all this.
He needs to realize that he isn't the only one who can conquer the world stage.
You're right. You're right.
Mark my words. I, Trillo Quist, will win the Grand Prix.
You're the man now, doll.
Row, row, row your boat will be the key to a glorious victory.
Not to rain on your parade, but wouldn't a more mature song be best?
Hey, you've got to start somewhere, right? Don't screw this up. You gotta be part of this too.
Okay, Oh, right, yeah. We're going to Acro's room. Oh, it's you two. You look like you just got hit by a truck. Shouldn't you get some rest? I'm taking a rest right now, pal. I've been listening to some crazy clown's life story. Miss Von Karma told me to come down here and do this for her. I figured as such. Let me tell you something, pal. Listening to that old clown sucks out all your energy. Every time he's done talking, he looks at you like you should be doing something. I think he's waiting for you to laugh at his jokes. I know that, pal. Do you have any idea how much your face hurts if you fake laughing that much?
Franziska really set you up bad this time, didn't she? If you ask me, she should be listening to Mo herself.
No way, pal. You're not gonna get me to backbite a woman with a whip. No way.
Why are you defending her?
Prosecutor Von Karma's always got her eyes on us. And every time you definitely don't want her to show up, poof, there she is. Don't show up, don't show up, don't show up, don't show up, don't show up. Looks like she's wound him up pretty tight. She's directly above us as we speak.
Huh? How's that possible?
According to the clown, the culprit jumped from here and disappeared into the sky. If that's what happened, it means the killer passed right by this window, pal.
Oh, I see. Who lives in that room behind the window up there?
The acrobat's got his room on the 3rd floor, it seems. Pretty soon, Miss Von Karma's gonna start her investigation up there. So don't get any ideas of going up to the acrobat's room, got it, pal?
Franziska Von Karma.
Once she's done with her investigation, I think I'll go up there and check it out. Guess we'll look someplace else in the meantime, then.
Huh? Where's Regina?
I don't know. But if she's with that tiger, I don't want to find out. Let's hurry up and get out of here.
Nick, you're kind of a chicken, aren't you?
No. I'm just, allergic to wild tigers. Yeah, I think the Ringmaster's room is where we're most likely to find a clue.
Max and the Ringmaster had their talk in this room.
That should have been when the Ringmaster put on Max's costume and went outside.
Why'd he do that anyway? Was it really that cold or something?
Okay, trophies, the beer belly balloon bounce. Okay, they gonna look at the envelope this time? There's mud on the table, posters, public appearances, spine-tingling legal action. Titanic. Mahogany. Photos on the wall. Not guilty. Pretend they don't exist. Alright, makeup. Organic mascara. Metrosexual. Okay, nothing new in here. Oh, what about that? All these frames look the same. Thank you cards. Robot clown research. Okay, looks like there's nothing new here. Yo, is that a shogi piece right there? Yeah, maybe Mo can tell us some more. Mo's not here.
If he was here, you would have been able to tell before he even stepped into his room. I'm sure you would have heard him laughing away. Ha 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 ha!
What do you think he's laughing at when he's all by himself?
I always thought he was just thinking up new jokes.
He must really love his work. Yeah, I mean, it takes a certain passion. Take it from me, it takes a certain passion to keep doing what you're doing, even when you're not successful. But yeah, let's do the cafeteria. It's the only place left we haven't looked today. All right, welcome to the wonderful, the fabulous, the cafeteria. Yikes, he's in an awfully good mood. All right, you know what time it is. Riddle time. Why does everyone cry when they eat Mexican pizza? Come on, you can answer this. It's easy. Because cafeteria Mexican pizza is possibly a weapon of bowel destruction? Wrong. Try again. Okay, what do you think? What do you think, girlie?
I got it.
Okay, what's your answer?
'Cause they're in the cafeteria.
Exactly. It's an incredibly sad place, that cafe.
I did it!
What's going on? He's being too nice.
Today's been a really crazy day, hasn't it?
You're telling me. I didn't think it was gonna be so tough.
Tough?
Yeah, it was a tough crowd. It's what you call a crowd that refuses to laugh. For instance, it was such a tough crowd this morning I had to smash watermelons. I told them all a great story and even greater jokes, but no one busted out laughing.
You even used the famed no shoes, no shirt, no service joke.
Exactly. How can you not laugh at stunning comedy like that? Are you 100% sure about your testimony today? I saw what I saw. I swear. That creep just...
Flew through the air?
It wasn't exactly flying, per se. It was more like floating. The silhouette of his face made me positive it was Max. I don't see a psyche lock. He must be telling the truth. Perhaps Acro's room is vacant now. Alright, circus entrance, lodging house. Nope. Well, time to start presenting evidence then. Oh, I haven't visited the detention center yet. Oh, my sweeties! You mind hurrying up and getting me out of this place? We're doing our best, Max. Just hang in there. A little while ago, some people from a local TV station came by. And since I'm a famed magician, they said, let's make you your very own TV special.
Really? What kind of TV special?
Maximilian Galactica, the Great Prison Escape. It would be aired live.
Hey, that sounds like it would be an awesome special.
But if I do the special before I'm acquitted, they'll never let me out of here for real. Well, it would surely be an unnecessary addition to your troubles with the law. That's what I was thinking. But the production staff is already working on the show. If you don't get me out quick, I'll have no choice but to stage a real prison break. You seem awfully calm about that possibility. I'd have no choice. It would be a contractual obligation. That's show business. The night of the crime, you didn't happen to fly off into the sky, did you? Here's how everything went down, sweetie. At the time of the murder, I was sitting in the ringmaster's room. Not to mention, flying off into the sky is just something I can do. Is not just something I can do at will. I don't care what the stoogey clown says. It wasn't me.
Max, do you mind teaching me the trick behind flying?
You'll have to forgive me, sweetie. The difference between me and cheap imitation magicians is that I keep my mouth shut. I don't teach people tricks, but I will say this much. It's much harder than you think.
I was thinking about this in court today. I've got a favor to ask you.
Anything for you, sweetie.
Be friends with the other performers in the circus.
Fabulous! A great joke. Why would I be friends with a bunch of hacks like them?
But...
I've won on the world stage. I won the International Grand Prix.
International Grand Prix?
Performers should always look to perform on the world stage. But the performers at this circus are completely and utterly devoid of ambition. That's something that I can simply not tolerate.
Ambition, huh?
Something about what Max just said rings true to my ears.
Oh my sweeties want to hear all about the Grand Prix, don't they? To be honest though, I've told the story like 100 times already, so it's a bit boring.
We're sorry to make you tell it again.
You must not have heard me. I'm really sick of telling this story. But what can you do? I'm Maximilian Galactica. I suppose I can tell it again. Voila! Here, take a look at this. I just happen to have a picture from the Grand Prix with me. Just look at that fabulous stage. That's the first stage that I ever flew on. I flew right over the audience. The crowd erupted into applause. At that time, I thought to myself that I could die right then and die a happy man. I'll never forget how I felt that night. The emotions, the acclaim.
Wow.
By the way, I think everyone who's a performer should get to experience that feeling. I just wish I could explain that to the other people in the circus.
That's incredible, Max. I want a trophy, too. Hey, Nick, how about you buy me a trophy?
That's not how you earn a trophy, Maya. My sweeties, you can have this picture of my triumph. Just make sure you show it to all the other members of the circus. Look and learn. That's what you should tell them.
Learn how to get thrown in jail?
Okay. Now we got something.
Hey, Ben, take a look at this shit.
Would you mind taking a look at this?
It's...
I guess we won't need you to look at this after all.
Right. The Big Top. The Big Top cafeteria.
Ah, not this picture. He showed it to you guys, too?
Huh? You've seen it as well?
Well, you know what they say about Maximilian Galactica. He really gets around. Oh yeah, he didn't just show me the picture.
What do you mean?
He showed me his bust, too. Let me tell you, that thing is enormous. It's in the picture, I think. He'd make us worship it every day. He made us bow to his greatness.
I'd rank those titties like a solid 8. I wouldn't say it's enormous, but he's got a big bust? I wouldn't mind hearing more about Max's busts. Not that I'm into that sort of thing. Max's bust. Max's bust should be on that small table over there. There's nothing over there. Really? Oh yeah. When was it? I'd say it was about 5 days ago. All of a sudden, the bust disappeared.
It disappeared?
If you want to see it, there's a photo on the bulletin board over there. Max just put the picture up. Or Max just had to put the picture up.
Hey, this thing's really cool. Nick, I want someone to make a bust of me.
Sure, as long as I'm not paying for it.
Aw.
Is there anything else that's changed about this picture? Nope. Nothing's changed that I can see. Wonder if he's actually thinking about this or if he's setting up a bad joke. Nope. I'm drawing a blank here. A quiet mow is a good mow in my book.
I guess there really aren't any other things that have been changed, huh?
Well, there is this one teensy tiny thing that does seem different. Tell us. Well, on the morning of the crime, over on that bulletin board, this piece of paper was posted front and center. Oh, it looks like it's written in Japanese. Piece of paper? It's torn, so I didn't know what it said, but I could see its title.
Yikes! It says, "To the murderer."
Murderer? Yep, that's what it says, but the rest of it's been ripped off. I don't know who posted it. When did you find this? The morning before the murder.
Before the murder?
Yes, the ringmaster was killed the night after this paper was discovered. Who in the world posted this thing?
Nick, I think we better follow up on this important lead.
Well, wonder if Acro's room is open yet. Nope.
You may not know this, but
Oh. A scrap of white paper is sticking out of the coat pocket.
Huh? Where?
Calm down, Maya. You can't just go rummaging through people's pockets. Oh. Look at the paper! It might be important. Maybe Max can tell us more about the note.
Do you know anything about this note?
The morning of the murder, it was posted on the wall in the cafeteria. I know all about that note. When I read it, my heart certainly skipped a beat.
Your heart skipped a beat?
While I was enjoying my morning tea, the ringmaster and company entered the room. And company? I guess it wasn't really a company. It was just the ringmaster and my sweetie pie. When the ringmaster read the note, he turned an incredible bright red. All of a sudden, he tore it off the wall and shoved it into the pocket of his tailcoat.
Really? Out of curiosity, what in the world was written on that thing?
Let's see.
Uh-huh.
Though I don't want to steal the fun from my sweeties, go and find out on your own. I'm sure you can find it somewhere. You might also want to ask my sweetie pie princess. Okay, now we can take a look at the thing, I reckon. A reckon course!
Hey, do you see that? There's a scrap of paper shoved into the pocket of the tailcoat.
You know, I got a feeling I know what that is.
I bet that's the other half of the note that Mo gave us. Then let's hurry up and check this thing out, Nick. I knew it. It fits perfectly with the other piece.
What does it say? What does it say? To the murderer, I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Meet me at 10 p.m. tonight on the Lodging House Plaza.
Tonight at 10 p.m.?
That's when the murder took place.
Now we need to find out who called out the ringmaster.
The ringmaster's tailcoat.
It's been expertly cleaned and pressed. It's got one perfect crease.
The ringmaster must have liked things neat and tidy.
This is kind of pointless, isn't it? There's no way this beats Moe's room. Now that's cool.
All I can hear in my head is right now is
Ha 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 ha.
Okay. Yeah, maybe now I can go into Acro's room. Yep.
Hey, Detective Gumshoe. I'm sure you did a good job as usual.
Well, I am done with the investigation of the acrobat, finally. But with Miss Von Karma...
Nick, what's that? What's that beeping sound?
It's Miss Von Karma.
Huh?
Every time I hear that sound, she's usually not very far behind. Some sort of pager or something? If you don't mind, pal, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Quick. See ya, pal.
I didn't know that Gumshoe could run that fast. So much for being a flatfoot.
Never seen a grown man so afraid of a girl still in her teens.
Well, let's go inside. It's freezing out here. The wind is biting his... Ow! Is biting his lashes from a whip.
Von Karma. She really did appear.
It was a real battle in court, wasn't it, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
Did you have to jump out and scare us like that? What can I do for you?
Tomorrow will be the day my dream finally comes true.
You mean the story of my defeat at your hands making the national news?
Ha ha ha, national news? You possess such a small sense of scale. The global news, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Your miserable plight will be known internationally.
I think she might be overestimating the importance of the win just by a smidge. Miss Von Karma, it appears you got your hands onto something big, huh?
Ha! I'm amazed you picked up on that much.
Anyone could. You couldn't hide that look of victory with 10 paper bags on your head.
I've got conclusive evidence and a conclusive witness. Need any more hints?
A conclusive witness? You must mean the acrobat, right?
I'm putting in the summons for him to be called as a witness as we speak. It's the final nail in your coffin, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Yeah, I get it already. You want to beat and destroy me. I can't worry about her. Gotta try and find out more information myself.
Why do you keep giving Nick the evil eye? It doesn't matter if you prove the defendant guilty tomorrow. Nothing will be able to bring your dad back.
My dad? You must mean the esteemed Manfred von Karma.
Of course, your dad. I know you miss him.
Enough out of you. One more word and you'll get a mouthful of whip. Now, when did I ever bring up my papa's name in this or any other conversation?
Then what's this revenge thing you're talking about?
You wouldn't understand, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I have to see him again, one more time. Him? I'm sure you know to whom I refer. Miles Edgeworth.
What? Edgeworth? Mr. Edgeworth?
Miles Edgeworth? Miles Edgeworth. Why would you even bring him up?
You haven't forgotten, have you? Do you know who it was that trained the gifted prosecutor, Miles Edgeworth?
Manfred von Karma.
Exactly right. It was my papa.
That means that Edgeworth was...
Right again. Miles was like a little brother to me.
Huh? Little brother? But Edgeworth and Nick are the same age.
Edgeworth. The man who inspired me to become an attorney. I fought against him in a few cases. But a little after that case was over, he vanished.
It's your fault he is gone.
Huh?
It's the truth, isn't it, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
Nick, what does she mean?
Edgeworth was never quite the same after that case, and then with the case after that one, he never set foot into court again. And then one day he just vanished. All that was left was a simple note at the prosecutor's office.
Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death.
That was 1 year ago. It was a few months after you left to go back home.
Mr. Edgeworth, he's dead?
I don't believe it. He's still alive, I'm sure of it. Somewhere in this world he's alive. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death? Of course he did. You ruined his reputation as a prosecutor. You effectively killed the prosecutor in him. Just like your victory muddied the honorable name von Karma. I'm going to find him, and then I'm going to teach him his rightful place with my own two hands.
Nick, about Mr. Edgeworth.
Maya, I already told you this once. Don't make me do it again. Don't bring up his name in front of me again, okay?
Nick?
Miss Von Karma.
What?
I don't know if you're God's gift to prosecutors or not, but I've had about enough of you. Him too.
What in the world happened?
This dog is all bark and no bite. He's already been defeated. Regardless, I have nothing to inform you two of today. Tomorrow will be the greatest battle this country has ever seen.
Nick?
Let's go. We need to talk with the performer on the 3rd floor.
I'm sorry I brought it up, Nick.
You must be Phoenix Wright.
Yes.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Ken Dingling. But here at the circus, everyone just calls me Acro.
Mr. Acro.
How do you know my name? The detective told me. He said you'd definitely show up here.
Acro, you're a member of this circus as well?
That's right. I mainly performed on the tightrope and the flying trapeze. But nowadays, all I perform in is my wheelchair. Acro, why'd you join the circus? When I was a kid, my parents failed miserably at business. Then one night, they decided to run away from it all, without me. The only person who was willing to take my parents' place was the ringmaster. The ringmaster took such incredible care of me. He was truly a lifesaver.
Seems like the ringmaster was truly a saint.
He was. That's why I decided to do something very important. I decided that I would devote my entire life to finding a way to repay him. And now, look how someone repaid him for all the... Look how someone repaid him for all the good in his life. It's such a shame. Sometimes I think that he was almost too kind. Perhaps he was too kind to his performers. Perhaps he was too kind to his daughter. Wonder if he spoiled Regina.
Regina's so cute. She's truly a princess.
Truly a princess? Are you sure that's a good thing? Do I detect a hint of a grudge against Regina?
I'm sorry to ask, but why are you in a wheelchair?
The nerves in my legs were badly damaged. And you can't walk now? I can't even stand now. Since I live on the 3rd floor, I can't even leave this building by myself.
That's awful.
The accident happened during an acrobatics session, right? Aw, shit. Psyche locks. Doesn't seem like Acro's injuries were acrobatic in nature. What's on your mind, Mr. Wright? Well, exactly when were you injured? It's been almost 6 months since I was hurt. I injured my legs during practice. 6 months ago? What in the world went on at this circus, then? I stopped by yesterday and noticed that you weren't in your room. I was at the hospital all day yesterday. Ah, you went there for rehabilitation? What about the murder? Of course I knew about it. I spoke with the police before they allowed me to go to the hospital. Before I got the call from the prosecutor, I was convinced that it was all a dream.
Huh?
I just couldn't believe it when I saw what I saw. What you saw? Geez, that sounded really ominous. What did you see, Acro? That night, I was in bed sleeping when I heard a huge sound coming from below my window.
I see. The scene of the crime was right below your window.
It's when I looked out the window.
What'd you see?
He was flying straight up into the air. He? Maximilian Galactica.
What?
That's what I thought he'd say. You're absolutely positive that it was Max you saw flying? I'm absolutely sure. There's no doubt in my mind.
Nick.
Well, I don't know if I have the right evidence, but... I have to ask you, how were you injured? I'm sorry, I thought we talked about this? It was an accident that happened during practice. An accident during practice? Yes. Unfortunately, acrobats are prone to all sorts of injuries. He's lying. If that were the real case, he'd have no reason to keep it a secret. Acro, are you really telling me that a practice accident was the cause of your injury? Maybe I don't have the right evidence, then. Well, let's do a little more poking around then, I suppose. Maybe Mo can tell me something. Nope, he's not here. Maybe someone else can tell me something. Mr. Woodman, what can you tell me about Acro the Acrobat?
Do you mind taking a look at this?
Mr. Quest, what can you tell me?
Fuck off!